my timer on? All right, so warm up. We're gonna do 3 leg swings. So if you need to put your hand on something, that's totally cool. But kind of a secret to balancing is squeeze your core. So like brace like a punch, it helps you to balance. And all we're gonna do standing on one leg, we're just gonna swing. So we're just trying to get that. We're gonna do hips in all different directions and we're gonna fire up our glutes. Also helps if you can stare at something that's not moving. Okay, now we're gonna go side to side. This one gets a little tricky. I love these. I think it feels so good. Okay, now in order to get that glute medius, the side glute, we're gonna bring our knee up and we're just gonna go out and in. Yeah, good job. Woo! Okay, other side. Oh my gosh, this one feels really good to me today. And then we'll go side to side. And again, you can put your hand on a wall if you need to. Okay, good. So now we're gonna bring that knee up 90 degrees and just out and in. Last one. Okay, so we're gonna do squat to stand. So all this is gonna be, and you're only gonna squat within a range that feels okay to you. We're gonna bend forward, touch our feet. So you can have a bend in your knees if you need to. Then you're gonna squat down as low as you can without pain. When you come forward, you want your elbows inside your knees, kind of pushing the knees out. If you can, your chest is forward. And then we're gonna go back to straight legs. So just move between those two movements. And when you get down in that squat, only go down as low as feels okay to you. The point of it is to kind of push your knees out and go back to straight. And breathe. Ideally, you're inhaling as you come down into the squat, exhaling as you straighten. Good job. Just a couple more. Last one. Good job. Okay, so we're gonna come to standing. We're just gonna take a step out. And we're gonna go, so we want our butt to go back. So we're in a side lunge. We're gonna stay low and go to the other side. So again, just making sure that your knee is over your foot as you go side to side. You're not jutting your knee way out past your toes. We'll just do a couple more of these. Last one on each side. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna take it down to the ground. We're gonna do a bear crawl forward and backwards. So the way we set up for bear crawl, just you're on all fours. Your hands are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. Tuck your toes under and then lift your knees. And you're just gonna walk forward a few and then walk backwards a few. Your shins should stay parallel to the ground. It's a really, really, really good core exercise. Great warm up. We do this one a lot at the Team Skechers workouts for a warm up. I should say we used to, since it's been months. Just a couple more. You might feel this in your quads, your thighs as well. Okay, good. So now we're back down on all fours. We're gonna warm up our mid-back. So you're just gonna shift your hips back a bit. Keeps your low back in place. Hand goes on the back of your head. You're gonna inhale, bring your elbow towards the other elbow. Exhale, open to the side. Just follow your flow of breath, inhaling under, exhaling open. And again, your low back needs to stay in place. We're twisting through the mid back, not the low back. Last one. Good job. Okay, other side. Let's do 2 more. Good job. Okay, so we're gonna be on the ground. I think this whole workout. So I'm gonna break down each exercise in round 1. Just so we really understand it, we're gonna go 3 rounds. So round 2 and 3, we'll just go without a break. So let's do these together. And again, I'm gonna break them down. We're gonna do a sideline plank clamp, a side plank clamp. So basically you're on your side, you want your elbow under your shoulder, then your feet, take your top foot and bring your toe forward. The reason is you don't want your foot to have your muscle over here kick in. So bring your toe forward. All we're gonna do is lift up like that and then come back down, okay? Ready, let's go. So it's like we're mixing that clamshell with a side plank. As you lift, use that bottom booty muscle to lift your hips. Really squeeze at the top. And round 1 shouldn't be too bad, but we should really start to feel this in round 2 and 3. Let's just go 1 more. Good, and then other side. So just remember, elbows under the shoulder. That top foot comes forward so that your toes on the ground. And then here we go, lift up, squeeze that bottom glute muscle. Good. So we're really working our lower booty muscle, our oblique. 10 more seconds. 5 seconds to go. Good. All right, we're gonna do a plank, but we're gonna do a little different variation. So we're doing a hover plank on our forearms. And then what you wanna do here is, once we're in the plank, I'm gonna show you here so it makes sense. It's called a posterior tilt. So you're kind of tucking your hips under. So it's like, once we're in the plank, you wanna kind of, instead of having your butt like this, you wanna scoop your hips under and squeeze your belly button in towards your spine. And you're gonna feel, a big difference than a normal plank. So, on our forearms. And then once we get into that plank position again, scoop your hips under, squeeze your belly button, push your elbows into the ground. So my upper back is kind of rounding. The more you can squeeze your belly button in towards your spine, you might start to shake, which is not a bad thing. Just means the muscles are really activated. So really tuck those hips under, push your elbows into the ground. 10 more seconds, squeeze the belly button. Good, almost there, come on. 3, 2, 1. Just go ahead and lie right down on your stomach. We're gonna do reverse hypers. This is so good to help correct any imbalances and also improve hip mobility. So you're just gonna relax your upper body. Make sure your neck's comfortable. Bend one leg. And then all we're gonna do is we're gonna lift our bottom foot, the bottom of our foot towards the ceiling, but you need to push that hip into the ground as you lift. Use your glute to lift. So I'm gonna push my hip into the ground and I'm gonna use my glute muscle. Don't worry about how high up you go. Just make sure you're not kicking in your hamstring and your low back. It's gotta be your glute, okay? Let's just try it. And here we go. Lift and lower. Push that hip into the ground. Squeeze your glute. This one really takes that mind-muscle connection. You gotta kind of concentrate on using your butt muscle to lift your leg. This is really good too. If you find that one glute is weaker than the other, start doing these things. 5 more seconds and we'll go right on to the other side. Good, other side. Good job. Focus on squeeze that glute. Push the hip into the ground as you lift your leg. 10 more seconds. Good job. Okay, we're gonna rock onto our back. We're gonna do glute bridges, but we're gonna vary it this time a little different than what we normally do. So again, you gotta use that mind-muscle connection. Really use your butt to move your hips, not your hamstrings and not your low back. So a way to help your low back not kick in, those upper arms are on the ground, you're gonna push your upper arms into the ground. So we're gonna lift our hips up like we're doing a glute bridge, right? We're gonna hold here. Push your upper arms into the ground. Now, you add in a rock. So what you do is, you're gonna squeeze really hard one glute. So if I squeeze over here, that hip's gonna raise, this hip's gonna lower. Then I'm gonna squeeze the other side. So go ahead and jump in with me if you haven't already. Just alternate, squeeze, really activate. And then other side. Keep your hips up. And again, push your upper arms into the ground. It's gonna help your low back to not try to overtake the movement. Good job, 10 more seconds. And then we're gonna go through that whole thing again, but this time without resting. All right, good job. So let's take it from the top, starting with our side plank clams. And again, we're gonna do 2 more rounds, and this time it's gonna go a lot faster because I'm not gonna be explaining every little thing. All right, let's start in 5 seconds. Get that top toe forward and hit it. And again, really use the mind-muscle connection, right? So focus on squeezing that lower butt cheek as you lift. $15 more seconds and we'll go to the other side. Five seconds. Good job. Let's just right away to the other side. Bring that toe forward on the top foot and let's go. If you want to make this exercise harder, you could go into a full-on side plank and lift and lower your upper leg. It's pretty advanced. I think this is just a really good one. It isolates that lower booty pretty well. 5 more seconds. We're gonna go right into that plank. Good, okay. On your forearms. Remember to tuck your hips under, squeeze your belly button in towards your spine. Ready, let's go. Lift up into it. Tuck those hips. Squeeze your belly button. Push your elbows into the ground. Really focus. Remember, if you're shaking, that's awesome. Let's keep holding. Give me 5 more seconds. Good, lower down. We're gonna do the reverse hypers now. So bend that knee, flex your foot, And here we go, lift. Remember, keep your hip pushed into the ground. Use your booty to lift and lower your leg. Almost there. Five more seconds, we'll go right to the other side. Okay, other side, go. And this is also working your lower back. So if you feel your lower back muscle, as long as it's not pain, but we're working that muscle as well. 5 more seconds, then we're gonna go right into glute bridge with the rock. All right, let's roll it over. Upper arms are on the ground. Lift those hips and then start to rock. So just squeeze one booty and then the other. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And if you feel your hips starting to droop, whoops, pick them back up. Good job. Squeeze really, really hard. Each cheek, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5 more seconds, and we're gonna take it through one more time. Okay, lower. We got our side plank clams. Get ready, bring that top foot forward, toes on the ground. 3 seconds, and let's go. Yeah. Round 3, we should kind of start feeling it here, okay? 8 more seconds, and then we'll switch sides. Good. Other side. Bring that toe forward and go. Good job. Feel that lower glute doing the work. You have 10 seconds. After this, we'll go right into that plank. 3. Good. All right. Plank it out, baby. Plank it out. Dr. Plankenstein. Here we go. Tuck those hips under. Belly button comes in towards your spine. Push your elbows into the ground. Breathe. Job. 10 seconds to go. Really squeeze your belly button in. And good job. Come right down onto the ground. Reverse hypers. And here we go. When you're doing these reverse hypers, just make sure you're not kinking your neck. Try to keep your neck straight. Ten more seconds. Get ready to switch. And other side. Good job. Keep going. Squeeze. 10 more seconds. Really squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5 seconds, and we're going to go right into that glute bridge with the rock. All right. Flip it over. Upper arms push into the ground. Lift your hips and start rocking side to side. Really squeeze each cheek. Keep your hips up. Good job. We're almost there. 15 more seconds. Come on. 5 seconds. Good job. Let's just hug our knees into our chest. Kind of loosen up that low back for a moment. We're going to go to round 2. And for round 2, we're going to be doing a lot of upper body and back. So, which we need. And again, we're all on the floor for the whole thing. So let's do the same thing. Round 1, we're just going to kind of break each exercise down. And then round 2 and 3, we'll just go, 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 go. Okay, so if you're watching this and you have wrist issues, a couple things, we're going to be in a plank. So I will give you a modification for that as we go through this. Just make sure, don't work through pain. None of this should hurt in a bad way, right? Burning muscles, shaking, that I want you to do. All right, so we're gonna start on our tummy. This is called cobra wings. So basically, our neutral position is gonna be looking down at the ground, arms are back by our sides, palms are up. And then when we go, you're gonna turn your palms down as you squeeze your shoulder blades up, and then you're gonna go around, come back, lift them up again, and rest, okay? So let's just go through it nice and slow. Ready? Palms are up, you're looking down. Now lift your chest up off the ground, flip the palms towards the ground, up and around, back down, release. So just keep moving through that. So we're working our whole back, including lower back. Ten more seconds. Good job. So we're going to do plank extensions now. So if these bother you, you can always go back to either modify a plank here, or you can always go to a hover plank and just do toe taps, okay? So plank extension, we're basically going to be in a full-on like top of a push-up position, walking our feet out and then back. So it's going to look like this. You're in a push-up position, your chest is over, your hands are under your shoulders, I should say. You're going to walk your feet back as far as you can, and then you're going to walk back in. Okay? This is good. This is a good one. Ready? Here we go. Walk out. Again, if this bothers your shoulders, you can always just go to that hover plank. Shoulders or wrists, go to hover plank, and just tap your toe out from side to side. Try to keep your booty down throughout. And if you want a little extra added oomph, when you walk your feet out, hold for a beat. 5 more seconds. Good job. Okay, we're back down on our bellies. We're gonna do YTWL. So I'll show you really quick sitting up. Y's, the whole point is you're squeezing your shoulder blades together and down. So we're gonna be facing flat, face down. I'm in a Y position with my arms. I'm gonna squeeze my shoulder blades together and down. Then we're gonna go to T's, squeezing the shoulder blades. It's like you have a grape between your shoulder blades and you're trying to pop it, okay? So we're here, then we're gonna go to W's, squeeze, and then L's, this part's on the ground, you're simply rotating through here. So that's great for your rotator cuff. All right, this is a good one if you have shoulder pain too. So I'm laying face down, my arms are in a Y, and here we go. We're gonna lift our hands off the ground, squeeze the shoulder blades together and down, and then come back down. So just keep moving through that. Now bring your arms out to a T. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and down. So every time you squeeze your shoulder blades, again, I want you to imagine there's a grape there and you're popping it. And I always make this joke. Everybody needs to make me a glass of wine by the time we're done. How many grapes you're popping here? Arms go into a W now. Squeeze. Good. So just lie your arms on the ground like you're in a goalpost position with your arms, and then bring your hands off the floor. This is a tiny, tiny movement. Two more. Good job. All right, last thing we're going to do is plank rows. So basically, I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to give you a modification for those of you, again, with wrist or shoulder pain. So we're literally in a plank. We're just going to pull our elbow up and back. And again, the focus is on the shoulder blade movement. So as you're doing this, you're focusing on your shoulder blade coming towards your spine. Modification. You can just, oh, what am I doing? You can be on all fours. You can squeeze your shoulder blades together and down, keeping your elbows straight. And then you can push really hard. So that's the modification if being in a plank hurts you, okay? All right, so if you can, come with me. If not, do the modification. We're in a plank, and here we go. Pull that shoulder blade towards the spine on each side. Ten more seconds. Good job. Okay, just take a breath. We're gonna go through that whole thing again 2 more times. So we'll go through it right now, round number 2. We'll take like a 20-second breather, and then we'll do it the last time. Then we get a stretch. The best part. Okay, so we're gonna start with our cobra wings. That's when we're facing down and we're doing this. Okay, so here we go. Our upper back. This is the ticket. This is the ticket. All right, get ready. My palms are up. I'm relaxing down. And here we go. Lift up. Arms come up overhead and back down around. Good job. Almost there. 5 more seconds. Next is those plank extensions where we walk our feet out and in. Good job. So, right to plank. And here we go. Walk your feet out as far as you can. And maybe hold a beat. Oh, I'm kicking things over here. These feel good. I think we're gonna get our sweat on for this round. 10 more seconds. You got this, 5 seconds to go. Good job. So now we're gonna do our YTWL, not to be confused with WTF. Okay, on our stomachs, arms are out into a Y. Here we go, let's lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and down. Take it out to a T. Into a W. All right, L's, so just Leave your upper arm on the ground and lift your hands up. Again, this doesn't need a lot of movement here. 3 more. Good job. Okay, we're gonna go right into those plank rows. Ready? Get into a plank. And here we go. Remember to modify if you need to. Hang tough, 15 more seconds. Five seconds to go. Yee-hoo! Woo! Okay, let's rest for, oh yeah. I'm starting to get a little condensation. Good job. So let's just take a couple breaths. We'll run through it one more time. We gotta finish strong. We're frying the pie a few days early for Thanksgiving, right? We're saving our calories right now, putting them in that bank account. Okay, so last time. Then we get to stretch, the best part. So on our belly, cobra wings. Get ready, 3 seconds, and go. And if running your arms through that range hurts, you can just do like a Superman, lift and lower. $15 more seconds. Five seconds. All right, good job. Plank extensions. We're walking our feet out and in. Ready? Let's go. Remember, you can always be on your forearms in the hover plank here, just tapping your feet out side to side. Almost there, 10 seconds. Oh, come on. Okay, time. YDWL. Here we go. Arms are in a Y. And let's do it. Out to a T. Okay, get ready for W's. Let's go. Oh, yeah. All right, arms are in an L, goal post. Here we go, lift and lower. Two more. Yeah, plank rows. This is it, guys, come on. Ready? Let's go. Hang tough, let's finish strong. 10 more seconds. Let's go, 5 seconds. Time. Woo! Yes! All right, let's do some good stretching. We're warm, so we should get a lot out of our stretches today. So let's go ahead. We're gonna do a little bit of a yoga-esque stretch here. This is my favorite sequence to end a workout. So you're on your hands and knees. Just tuck your toes under and bring your butt up and back into downward facing dog. And we'll just kind of shift our weight, heels, alternating which heel goes down is what I'm trying to say. Then let's inhale up onto our tippy toes And exhale the heels down. And we'll just hold here in downward facing dog for a moment. And then we'll walk our feet into our hands. So we're here in a forward fold. Let's cross one foot behind the other. So our ankles are crossed. Relax your neck. Good, let's uncross. Other side. Good, and uncross again. This time we can grab onto our calves or our ankles and kind of pull into the stretch. And then we'll bend our knees, hands are on the ground. Take a big step back with your right foot. So as you do that, you're in this nice low lunge. Make sure your foot's right under your knee. And just breathe here. Right hand is on the ground. We're going to rotate to the left. Bring that left arm up. If you can look up at your hand, great. And if you need to drop your back knee down a bit, that's okay. Breathing here. Good, and then coming back to center. And then we'll just bend our right knee, push off to come back to feet together. And then step the left foot back. So same thing, make sure your foot's where it's supposed to be. And then we'll plant our left hand and rotate to the right. Good, and then back down to the ground, hands on the ground. This time, let's just step right back to downward facing dog. Again. See if you can sink a little more into this pose this time. Breathing. Good job. Let's just drop gently down onto the knees and come to a seated position. And we'll just end with some breathing here. So just sitting comfortable, however feels good to you. Doesn't have to be cross-legged. You can sit however feels good. Just relax your hands, maybe a hand on your chest, a hand on your stomach if you want, or you can put both hands on your lap. But let's just breathe a little bit here. So just feel your heart rate slowing down if it was beating faster before. So just feel your breath. Just trying to be really still. Relax your shoulders down. Just take a moment to give yourself a pat on the back. Be proud of yourself that you took the time out to do this. Something for yourself that you deserve for the health of your mind, for the health of your body. And then let's just end with some nice, powerful breathing to send us into our day with energy and reset. So we're going to take a great big inhale. And as we inhale, you want to try to really fill up your chest and your stomach. We're going to hold for just a couple beats. And then we're going to blow the air out our mouth real slow, like you're blowing out birthday candles. Okay, so let's do that 3 times. Here we go. Big inhale. And hold your breath. And then real slow out the mouth. Slow, slow, slow as you can. Get all the air out of your belly too. And then you can take your next big inhale. So the next 2 rounds, just do what feels natural for you. Just take a big breath in, hold for a couple of beats. Slow exhale out the mouth. One more time if you haven't already. Very, very good job. I'm so glad you guys were here. Thanks for those of you watching the recording. Have a very happy day. I'll see you later. Mwah.